This is Elizabeth Joyce, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Embracing Spiritual Frontiers. I'm going to do a collective reading today for Pisces from April 15th through April 30th, 2024. I start with the Crowley deck or the Thoth deck. It's a wonderful deck for me, and I've been reading it for years. It's a relatively new deck in the tarot, but it really gives me wonderful messages. So let's start with a cut for Pisces for the collective for April 15th through April 30th, 2024. Well, you start with the cut is the Eight of Cups. Now that can mean travel, but it also means sadness and depression. So it could be sad travel or going to a funeral. And then you have another eight. You have the Eight of Wands, which is swiftly. This is going to come in very fast. And then you have the Seven of Swords, which can mean signed papers. It also means futility and frustration. So maybe you have to travel swiftly to sign some papers that you've been waiting for and that you're very frustrated that you've had such a long wait. The other thing the Seven of Swords can mean is to have a checkup with the doctor. So I'm just letting you know that too. Don't let your anxiety get the better of you. Take care of yourself and your health while you're doing this trip. The center is where you are now. The upper right is the outcome. The upper left is the obstacle. The lower left is your psychological. And the lower right is your karma. Starts with the Four of Cups, which is always a home, security, and comfort in the home. And the Knight of Swords can be a lawyer, a doctor, a policeman, something official. Okay? And then the Seven of Wands is barely enough strength, struggling to get through this. So in your home, you could have been working with some kind of official to get through a problem. And you are working through it. You have its strength, but barely enough strength. The outcome is the Ace of Cups, which is a season of spring, but it's a very happy card. It's fulfillment. It's with the Three of Wands. Let me see if I can show those to you together. The Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands is a beautiful combination. It's many people having you arrive at an outcome that's very pleasing. It's discussions, but it's help and hope and unexpected help. And then it's with the Five of Wands, which is even more discussion. So it shows that there could be an expansion of people added to the conversations that you're having to make your home comfortable. As you go over to the obstacles, there's an offer and there's an emotional attachment with some kind of a partnership. That's the obstacle. Now you could be working at a job and you could have to have an interruption. The Knight of Cups is an offer that you can't refuse, right? And the Princess of Cups is the emotional getting ready, but this is a couple. Now, it doesn't have to be a married couple. It can be a business partnership. And this is Two of Cups, which is friendship. So that's your obstacle, whatever this responsibility is, and it's emotional. Then we go down to your psychological. This is careful management. This is money wise, and this is a party. So we have careful management of whatever you're receiving, careful management, and this is prudence and tact, being careful with money, budgeting money, making plans, but making fruitful plans that's happy for everybody. And then you have the Three of Cups, which is always a party, happiness, joy, celebration. The karma is the Ten of Cups, all your wishes, all your wishes. That's wonderful. With the Four of Wands, now, when you put them together, they're negative. The Four of Wands is completion. The Ten of Cups can be greed or not feeling that there's enough. You're happy about it, but you wish that it could be different. I don't know what that means. But then you have the Six of Cups, which is a very positive card. It's a card for people out of the past. It's matched with the Four of Cups and the Four of Wands. So the two cups would override the negativity in the wands. Six of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Wands. This is distributing whatever you're happy about throughout the home and family members through discussion and planning. So that's what this says. Let's see if we can get more information about this, Pisces. And I'm shuffling the cards. This is for Pisces, the collective, April 15th through April 30th, 2024. And I did this new layout that I wrote last week, and it's really great. It's exciting for the collective Pisces 2024. Very interesting. This is first the Death card, which means transformation, a change in the way of living, the end of the old and the beginning of the new. That's what's coming in starting this week. And that's true because we have so many astral projections this week. Then we have the Page of Swords for the middle, and that is usually an official, somebody in authority cutting through. It can be a policeman, it can be a judge, it can be a lawyer. So be careful driving, you Pisces. And then we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is a boss, a superior. He's also a husband. The King of Wands is a husband in the deck. And that might be helpful to some of you Pisces. So if we read the whole thing, it's the Death card, transformation, new beginnings, a change in the way of living because of the Page of Swords, which is something official, and it can even be a legal paper of some kind, like a marriage license, like some kind of a degree, something important, something pretty wonderful. It's very positive. And then we have the King of Wands. It can be because of the King of Wands, or for the King of Wands, or from the King of Wands. So that's what's going on. Now let's get the details. So the first card is the Eight of Wands, and this is where you are now. And where you are now is working hard on your project and bringing money in because you know that's important. You're keeping going, even though you may have had some losses and disappointments recently, Pisces, over the last 6 months. But you're focusing on your work and on getting ahead. That's what's important to you. You're letting go of the losses and accepting them. And you're hammering away at your new career, whatever that is, your new project. And the second card is what concerns you. And the card is Temperance. Look at that. He's a Sagittarian card. Temperance. He's kind of mulling between two or three things. Approaches. This is a learning card, and it can be a card of learning a new business or some kind of new way of expressing your desires. But it's warning you to go slow and to have patience because it takes time to do a good job. But keep going. Now, the next card is what's your motivation? And that's the Three of Swords. Your motivation is the Three of Swords. Now, that's pain and sorrow and suffering. It's also honesty with money. And it's between the Temperance and the King of Pentacles. So it's probably honesty with money. And that's realizing that working hard, that Eight of Discs, is going to help you to be honest with money. You won't get behind on your bills anymore. You won't owe money. You're going to be able to pay them in the next 3 months. Remember, you have to go slow. What was the problem? What was blocking you? Whatever was blocking you was your partner. The King of Pentacles. It could be a very savvy person, a very moneyed person, a very centered person, but somehow they were upsetting you in some way, and you decided to pull back. And that is because you wanted more than they could probably give or were willing to give. But they are a secure person and they are reliable. So now you're thinking things over. Here you go. The fourth card is the Hermit. What do you need to understand? You need to understand another person's way of thinking cannot be absolutely tied to your expectations. You need to meditate. You need to meditate on the other person's energy besides yours so that you can bring in harmony. You cannot bring in harmony until you consider all the people around you that you love and understand their ways of being. You're the master soul. You're the teacher. You're the one that gives love and understanding out. So you have to give it out as much as try to be that. So remember that you have to consider the other person's feelings as well as your own. Sometimes this can have to do with patience, going by the book. If you're doing something with your business or you're waiting for some information, you have to go by the book, even though you may not want to. Now, the next card is your spiritual development. And look, it's the Devil. It's being too earthy, being too materialistic, and not going into the higher energies. You've got the Devil going into Temperance. Temperance is a beautiful meditation card. It's Sagittarian. It's always looking to the future. The Devil is Capricorn, always wanting the material gain out of it. Whatever I do, it has to be paid back by money. Not necessarily true. So you need to meditate more and learn how to open the heart more. And you're working on it, but it's very hard for you. You weren't trained that way. These two people, the boy and the girl, are chained to the Devil. So in your formative years, you were only taught materialistic. You do not have a spiritual foundation. But now, Pisces, you have the ways to learn about spirituality and spiritual foundations, and you're going to take yourself up on it. Now, this is your new path. Look at your new path. It's the Ace of Cups. Isn't that wonderful? And the Ace of Cups is spring, which is what we're in now. and it's the water flowing and the bird, the dove coming down and bringing you peace, and it's below the Three of Swords, which was really the card of balance, being out of balance, but now you're being brought back into balance. And the comfort of your home is here too. That's important. That's your new road. So keep going. Don't stop the meditation. You have two meditation cards here, the Temperance and the Hermit. But you have the Success card here too, the Ace of Cups. The next card is your Angel card. What do the angels and your spirits have to say? Well, you've got the Chariot, and that's getting back into control. Now, this is saying 7 months. Remember, it was 3 months for the money to be balanced out, but it's 7 months before you get back into control again. But you will, Pisces, because that's who you are. You're made of spirit. You are the 12th sign in the zodiac, and you represent the galaxy, the universe, and tapping into higher ways of understanding. Now let's pick the angel that goes with that message. I've got my angel deck here, and I want to know what the angel is for Pisces. Look at this. The message this week for Pisces, or these 2 weeks, is there's no need to worry. You're in control. There's no need to worry. Look at that wonderful rainbow pouring down into the crown chakra. And then in the center is that beautiful ray of light coming from the center of the universe. So something has opened up for you, Pisces, and you can feel it. There's no need to worry. Go through these days knowing that you have a wonderful outcome. You have the Ace of Cups, and knowing that it's all going to come together and that you finally woke up to what really needs to be done. And that's always going within, lifting your blocks, and meditation. And the outcome is rest after sorrow. That's a wonderful card. But it also could be honoring your ancestors, honoring people that have left the planet, praying and remembering all the loved ones in your heritage, in your family, in your ancestry, plus resting yourself. So as we get to the end of the month, you're going to need to rest. You're going to need to reflect on what's happened, be happy, and rest. Because you have to plan your next project, which will be coming in this summer. And that's exciting too. Well, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Now I would like to pull your rune for you. The rune is movement. It's a beautiful, beautiful rune. Let's see. It's telling you what this whole reading has been about. There's no need to worry. You're making it. It's starting to shift and change. You can feel it. And this is movement. Movement, progress, a horse. The rune of movement, of physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, new life, new movement. Also, in the sense of improving or bettering any situation. And that's your relationship situation, Pisces. You're going to better that too. It's a rune of transit and transition, which is exactly what the death card represents. So I'm really happy that this is happening for you. There is about this rune a sense of gradual development and steady progress, with the accompanying notion of slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. This could apply to the growth of business or the development of an idea. A relationship also needs to undergo changes and transformations if it's to maintain growth in life. Personal, moral effort and persevering steadfastness are called for when you draw this rune. Now, steadfastness is keeping your focus on the goal, no matter what river you have to cross. This is Elizabeth Joyce with Embracing Spiritual Frontiers. Thank you for listening, Pisces. Please click like and please subscribe because that will help my channel grow. And I would like to continue to give to you these important messages twice a month. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.